Time to open a can of whoop ass. Yes, I did it!
10 seconds left.
Well, I'm satisfied. We can quit now.
I'll get to the bell.
No. Don't like bells. And I think the flamethrower is good for the terrifying babies.
He's on the corner.
Whoa. Everybody calm down. I'm just protecting Karl Marx. Guys? You're not talking.
Weather?
Yeah, this
Yes! Where is Carly? Am I blind? Oh! I found her! A cucamelon? Oh! Who looks at a cucumber and is like, you know what? This is very similar to a melon.
This has turned into a melon stream.
It is a melon stream now. I probably should. I should probably not do this. I'm gonna do it. This is glass? Oh my god. Don't look at me. I'm embarrassed. Oh, whoa, 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 oh no. Oh my god, oh my god. Umber, please. Umber, come on. Apparently 1 assist counts more than 4 kills. This game. Oi, oi, let's get in our shit.
grab your oars. The whale road leads us home.
Gods.
Open I am protecting my shells from dangerous frog feet. Oh, I don't know what I did. I definitely hit her. Ooh! Well, that was fun. She's down. Now's my chance. Interrogation! Yes. Hunt them. I interrogated. I interrogated.
Banana, you're fighting like invisible people, and then like when you run away, they like appear and die.
Oh no. Maybe logic? Oh, one's on this floor. Thank you. God.
10 seconds to go. 1 op 4 remaining.
No, that should not have worked. Is this perchance the market pit? That cow sleeping? Get up, you cow. Good. Yay. If you ever need someone to hide in pure fear, come to Cheese. Sir? Where is my horse? And are you on him? Oh, Mute's cooking now? Oh no. Why is Mute identifying a salmon? He's playing video games. Why? Mute, why are you watering stuff?
One sec. Boy, you
I'm planting.
Friendly.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's opening the window.
Tell me if someone drops logic.
I'm making it rain. No! No! He was very confused by our shield strategy. Yoo-hoo! Housekeeping! Nice. They think they can just come through a balcony. No. Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Cheese and today we are starting a new game. I know I haven't been around for a while, but I figured start off fresh with something new, something exciting. I've heard of Alan Wake, but I feel like I might have seen someone play it, but I'm not entirely sure. So, it's a pretty fresh playthrough. Pretty, I don't know what it's about playthrough. I had a little look at the settings already, but... Hi, Dingo! How's it going? Pupava, why is this a thing that people write? I don't understand. Is this bot business? Oh, there's like a intro if I don't click. No, that's spoilers. We don't want spoilers. Alright. Let me check all my options that I just set up are still here. It looks correct. Recovering from what pain, Dingo? It's hay fever season for me, and I'm fairly certain. Like I've had a headache for 3 days straight, and I mean, the painkillers work, but I'm pretty sure it's the pollen because I don't have any antihistamines at the moment. Tomorrow I'm gonna go and buy some, and I'm sneezing a bit, but it's that feeling over here, and like in my head that I think it is. Oh no. What's your new job? Honestly, I take it as a challenge. Like every time I go and work for Raw Mail, I keep picking up stuff that's pretty heavy because I feel awkward asking every time. Because I know I can, that's the thing is I know I can do it, but it's the consequences of the action that I don't consider. Exactly. Like, there's a few parcels where I was genuinely like, I went to lift it and I couldn't, like, it didn't lift off immediately. And that I drew the line there. But for a lot of the other ones, I just handled it. Nightmare. I'll go normal.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Is this based on a Stephen King novel? Oh, no, he wouldn't be mentioning Stephen King. Forget I said that. That would be too meta.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards. So yes, it began with a dream. Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late.
Why was the hitchhiker in the middle of the road?
He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again. Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stand my feet.
Look up to the light. Oh. Oh. But a trial shift for what job? I mean, you probably impress them with the amount of, like, they don't need to know you injured yourself.
Did we just become best friends? Yep!
クイーンフリップジャストレサブスクリビド4 46万図
Thanks, Queen. Why is my mouse so fast?
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Did we just become best friends? Yep!
スニューディンゴジャストレサブスクリビド4 48万図
Thank you, Dingo. You guys and your Prime subscriptions. Crazy animals. Yeah, that is a bit weird that I was like, Queen definitely wrote something for sure.
The bridge had collapsed. I'd have to find another way to the lighthouse.
Oh my god, this mouse is it's too much. Can I change the mouse? That's a bit better.
Did we just become best friends? Yep!
ジェラルト・フリフトンジャストレサブスクリビド4 56万図 Wow.
Thank you, Geralt. Well, somehow Geralt's message came up. Oh, the controls feel weird. Should I be doing this on a controller? Because it feels weird.
You don't even recognize me, do you, Ryder? You think you're God? You think you could just make up stuff? Play with people's lives and kill them when you think it adds to the drama? You're in this story now, and I'll make you suffer.
Happen.
You're a joke. There would be a single readable sentence in your books if it wasn't for your editor. Never publish enough stories. You missed your deadline! Damn. You can't stop me!
What? Okay, this isn't working. I'm supremely confused.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own creation?
Feels real, thank you. the game too long?
This way, this way! Hurry! It's me! Play school, remember? Quickly, get inside! There's no time to lose! Oh no! Stop! No! Damn it, die! No! No! No!
I was trapped. There was no way out.
Oh, what is happening? What are those lines?
The cabin was a death trap. I had to get out.
Follow the light. You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light.
Should I see what I'm doing right now?
Pick up the flashlight.
Hello?
Only light can drive the darkness away. You need light to survive. Take the light.
Yeah, but it's completely dark. Is this how it works?
Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away.
Did I turn down the brightness too much? Apparently.
You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
You've done well. Remember what I've taught you. That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
My God.
You made me this way, and now I'm gonna... This is it!
Yeah, this game doesn't seem glitchy at all.
You're dead, just like me.
Good job. There's a flask in there that I didn't get. Oh my God. Oh my God.
I can keep this up forever!
Well, I'm not that good at Phasma, so... I don't know, Queen. It's not especially my type of game. Have you learned all the enemies? How's your internship going?
He's here. Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
I like that. Nice. Good job, Queen. That's quite a long time to work, though. I'm not sure that's good. Should they allow that?
Let's act like we're on vacation. Go stand next to that old gentleman there. I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife, if you don't mind me saying. I'm Pat May, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
I do mind
I'm
you
Alan
saying.
Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I can get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough.
No, I thought
You
they
can
were
trust
working
me to
you
be
from that early.
Not a hard man to track
Sheesh.
down if you change your mind, though. I hope you two have a lovely holiday.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller. How's my favorite
God.
writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. We just got here.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word, and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great, great. Just want to make sure you can relax and recharge. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
What do
You
I do
know
about
he's going
these
to be calling
textures
you every
glitching?
5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Okay, let me put the brightness where it was. Oh boy.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
Ultra performance really kicked me in the shins there. She's very blurry, isn't she?
Come on, Slowpoke.
I'm not sure that helped. I can try a... Whoops, I can try a balanced one.
You get the full service here. I've made all the arrangements. I drive the car. I'll even carry the bags. All you have to do is drag your cute butt into the car and enjoy the ride.
It did
Yeah,
it
sounds
again.
like you've got a lazy bastard for a husband.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes.
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake, Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human.
Do me a
Nothing-
favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Are you serious? Coconut again? You disgust me. Call yourself a rocker. Unbelievable.
Ah, it does that. Get stuck. Yeah, you need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find
You don't
Stucky,
wanna die,
to get the
do
key
you?
and get out as soon as
Worse.
possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did.
Hello? Mr. Stucky?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
These small town folk are sure friendly.
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed, and then
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
Splendid, splendid. Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah. Splendid, splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle on you, would you, Tom?
I wish.
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Those Andersons.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. The key
Well, hopefully the
and the
weather's nice
directions.
now, Queen.
My
and you can cycle.
hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Oh, just in case. Okay.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Creepy.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while. See those stars winking down at you? It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
my god, those glitches.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It is
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark. And I've got the flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
Oh, interesting. I'm okay, Queen. It's been
Are you sure you read the
stressful.
directions right? It's nothing like in the brochure. It said near the lake, not on it.
Whoa. It's very, very glitchy. I don't know what to do about that. Let's try medium. But my graphics card should be... Oh, no, it's doing it again. So I don't think it's about the... But see, I turned it to performance, and that should be correct. I don't know. Yeah,
Here
I
we
had
go.
a
Let's take a look
busy
inside.
couple of weeks. My dad has a lot of errands every time he visits, so I'm just tired. I have a lot of work.
It's dark in there.
To do.
We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Hello? Anyone here? The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier. For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
Whoa.
Damn.
Alright, Queen.
I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
Say hello to Margot from me.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry.
Oh my god. The flashes of light are really annoying.
Let's go to the phones, caller. You're on.
I might have to go. Oh my god.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing!
Let me
Have
Google
fun.
what to do with this.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
Let's see, how do I fix this? I've disabled motion blur, that's one thing. Someone set the switch VSync on. I can try. We'll see if it does stupid stuff. Oh.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
It's everywhere. What's happening? It's not VSync unless I restart the game. I know that for Siege we changed this.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
That might have done something.
Alan, come here, Slowpoke. I'm waiting. Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past—
Damn it, Alice! Everyone keeps—
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not— Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice?
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
What the hell?
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
dramatic.
Keep going, Alice. Wake up.
Alice?
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman.
Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
What is happening? What is this? This is unplayable right now. Because it was doing these graphical things, and I thought maybe I'll switch it on and it will stop. But I had the problems beforehand. Is my
damn.
Hello? Hello? Is someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Ooh.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was...
Okay, I'm not gonna read the entire manuscript. Calm the hell down. Well, I turned down the... Oh, that... See? It's still happening. I'm really struggling.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
What's this? Ooh, a hard hat. Hello? There's a guy over there.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help.
Listen, I
We
need
just become
to...
best friends.
Yep. Cabins for
ジョラエ
rent
チェン
in
ジャストレサブスクリビド4 51万図チーズウェイクアップ
Ducky. Pleased to meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Did we just become best friends? Yup.
D0 コルバナナジャストレサブスクリビド4 32万図ウェイクアップチーズ ITS ビーンマンズ
Hello, Banana. Hello, Yalakin. Thank you both for the resubs. I'm trying to wake up. I'm having a bit of trouble with some graphical glitches in this game. Oh, hey! No need for that, so... Oh. Thanks. Parkour.
To arrive, you lose. Shit. The deposit. It's the latest thing. Kill. Great. Fall.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
The game is probably loud. I can turn it down a bit. Okay, that should do it. Yeah, I got the film reference. I also know nothing about this game.
During your record, trying walking. It's the latest thing. Incontestably proven.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Only a...
Hello? Hello?
Stone. You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol levels.
Scary. Oh, damn it.
More of them.
No, no, I can't see again. Ugh. I don't know what's wrong. I've switched everything off. Oh, yeah, I mean, the mic can be closer to me as well. But I did turn down the game. What is the problem here? Just go low. I don't know what to do with this.
More of them. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station.
It's rabbit season.
No, it's not on. there anything up here? I'm such a klutz. My manuscript pages are all over this town. What have you guys been up to? It's been heckin' weeks. What news? How is work, school, cats? Hello?
What the hell was that?
An angry bird, I'm sure.
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head.
Whoops. Something uncoiled itself and I fell in the water. Thanks, Geralt.
What the hell was that? When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
It's even funnier that I fell in the water. What's up here? Nothing? Okay. Oh! Nice. I missed the first one though. Well, not the first, the second one or whatever it was during the nightmare. But hey, I don't care enough to restart. I seem to be okay on low settings.
Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Okay, it's still doing some bullshit, but less than it was before. Logging area. Oh yeah, your half marathon. How is the running going? Oh cool! No, you didn't tell me. I missed it. See, I miss things. I miss streaming generally. But now I've also missed things that you guys have been up to. Queen's been managing trucks all by herself. She's all grown up. Imagine. How are at the moment with my running, I'm having a lot of trouble with shin splints and ankle pain. And I do stretches, I do the whole shebang, but I'm not sure if there's like something I could be doing better. Who the hell is Alan, stop breathing so
Eerie
loud.
hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Who is breathing? So creepy. Yeah, the shin splints are something. And then I take it pretty easy, but when if I get them in the first kilometer, I keep going for a bit, and they normally go away, but sometimes they just don't, and it's just not a pleasant run. Yeah, I don't think that's a thing. I know shin splints are like the extreme, and they're the worst, so I'm not quite there. I think when I actually started running a few years ago, I did have to stop because they hurt that much. So I don't think I've splinted yet recently, but it just the pain as I'm like striking my foot. It's very annoying. Like even if I have the energy, that's the problem. Normally it's because I've run out of energy. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'm walking. But now it's more the pain. Yeah, that sucks. So you're both racing? How exciting. Racing for well, obviously a marathon you just have to complete it. It's a bit of a race. But then with the mountain biking, will you be with other people, or do you also, is it just based on the time you get? Like, is it actually...
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
For the inflammation, I guess. You know, I'm no doctor, but... I'll give ice a go. $16 kilometers, 2 hours. That's not bad at all in my eyes. I'm obviously just a beginner. I'm no authority on this, but at the moment, at my current speed, for 16 kilometers, which I've never done before, to be fair, so it would probably take me a lot longer than my actual 5, because I've only done 5 kilometers, 5.2 or something. And that I'm pretty slow on. It takes me about 45 minutes. So, my goal is to be as fast as you, Joachim. I need to get over this ankle pain. That'll be nice. Ankle and shin pain. And I'll be good to go. I see. That's interesting. So the goal is to do the trails at speed. Like to be technically efficient at doing them. Interesting. That's pretty cool. I'm sure Geralt would love to do it. He's been under the weather from the lack of mountain biking, frankly. But I'm not built that way, Banana. I'm too scared. And when I get scared, I get stiff, and then I don't turn. That's not helping anyone. And yes, I could learn, but why give myself a tiny heart attack every time I'm on a bike? It's too much. But at the moment, we're mainly focusing on building a bed. Oh. because essentially, for Christmas we got a new mattress. And you know, as almost 30-year-olds, you guys can relate to how exciting it is to have something like a new mattress. But the problem is we got one that's bigger than our current bed, because we have a teeny tiny bed for 2 adult humans. 2 self-respect. Oh my god. Okay, well at least I can pick up that thing over here. 2 self-respecting adult humans. And then Geralt suggested we make it out of wood, proper wood. And so now the entirety of our living room is covered in wood that we're trying to figure out what to do with. So it's a project. Right? It is exciting. Back up. Oh, I nailed it. So Geralt made a shelf. If he lets me, I'll put a picture in the Discord, and it's very cool. But it took him a while, because it was not like an urgent project. But since my dad visited, the bed wasn't initially an urgent project. Like, we were going to do it before he arrived, but we were not using the new mattress. But now that because basically what happened when my dad got here was every room that he uses, his bedroom, the living room, and the kitchen, had to be like clear and nice looking. And we shoved everything else that we own and all the random DIY projects we've started just in every other room. So my office is full. And so the mattress that was delivered to us was just at the top of our stairs between the bathroom and my dad's bedroom. So we were like, okay, we can't keep it here because it's in his field of view. He'll be annoyed by it. So we had to unwrap it and put it on our floor to sleep on it and disassemble our previous bed. So now we have a random disassembled bed, and the project of making the bed has become far more important than it originally was because we're on the floor. And it's very lovely on the floor, don't get me wrong, but there's no space because there's a disassembled bed there. Yeah. There's like, the guy was showing me a YouTuber he watches that's a woodworker, and he has a farmhouse. He lives in a farm. I forgot where he's from. Sweden? Denmark. Anyway, and he has his farmhouse, and then he has a giant barn to work in. Oh my god. If we could, we would. If my work wasn't so specific to I need to be in this country, then we would find something like that. It would be fun for all the projects.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear.
Stop with the breathing. Am I in a coma? Is that what this game is about? Did I crash?
Well, here I am, and don't keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late.
Oh.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walk.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure. Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they can grab him. My number's on his collar.
There's a dog missing. I'm not asking you to spoil the story. I'm just guessing. How old is this game? Like 10 years? I feel like that checks out for a game where I've been asleep the whole time. Or something. It's the breathing. The breathing's giving me... I'm imagining
the gas
this
station
entire
was closer
thing.
now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Unless I am my character, you know what I mean? I don't like the clown voices. The like it voice. The scary. He's behind me. $15. Do I not have ammo? Emergency. Very American. We have revolver ammo and flashlight batteries. Telling me he doesn't like salad. What a villain. Oh no.
bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind.
It's a great start to
Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed.
to a documentary.
In Night Springs.
Ooh.
Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide.
That's
If our lives are already
what is it called?
it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press
That
conference,
font. That font is from an old show. The Twilight Zone? That's the one.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute.
Are these just the like game
I'm going to
developers
give a
having a
practical
giggle with
demonstration
this
of the
documentary?
many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Science.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
I don't know what the... I wonder what the Twilight Zone is actually about, because I haven't watched it. Oh, did you see that tree glitch in here? That was worth the watch, thanks Banana. I often don't have the patience for such things. Did I win?
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Oh yeah, how are Katos? Sam and Ori. Do you roll the R on Ori? It reminds me of the dwarf in Lord of the Rings. Ori, Dory. I forget the rest of them, to be honest. Why is Ori screaming at you? What'd you do, banana? Accidentally, she says. It's all your subconscious coming through. Maybe Ori's just really, like, keeps hearing you guys having a conversation and just wants to join in.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking.
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Because you're in a coma. No, I don't understand.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
Probably me. I probably had the fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness.
Oh.
I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true.
This is quantum business?
She's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Absolutely. The answer is always yes.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker, you are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Where's the camera going? Dun, dun, dun.
colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room.
Well, good game. That was just the intro. Oh my god.
Go to sleep, everything is alright. I close my eyes, then I drift away.
Thank you, subtitles. Very necessary.
I softly say a silent prayer.
Bilbo has been enjoying the sunshine. Today he was doing the cat business of like laying in the sun and rubbing his back and his head, and then like trying to wrestle our hands when we tried to get his belly. Very cute, very cute.
Previously on Alan Wake.
What is this, a TV show?
I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it. God damn it, Alice.
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Geralt, has the radiators come on? Because it's alarm. New York! New York City. Oh, I remember when they forced me into the the metaverse. It smells of radiator right now.
Honey, I'm home.
Ooh.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee make. Oh, here we go.
Coffee's on.
Good lord, what's happening out there?
I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
What a nice place. Look at the bookshelf, although I would have it go straight up to the ceiling. I want a house like this. Look at these ceilings. Look at this exposed heckin' brick. Like, the ceilings in our house are no taller than this right now. Like, where the door frame is on Alan, that's how tall they are. It's really annoying. It's wood. I know I'm small, but I aspire to have unnecessarily tall ceilings.
Oh,
Hi,
hey,
honey.
I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding.
I just saw your coffee.
I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Oh. Saucy. That's a bit cheesy. Pictures of New York in New York. What? That sufficiently examined? I'm confused. Oh, this.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Will you calm down? I have a QR code. How do I... QR code. YouTube.
I really don't like this, Alan. Please hurry.
A dark place was an endless waking dream. I saw visions carried by the ebb and flow of different dream states. They seeped in from the reality beyond. Things I had a connection to, but also things I couldn't possibly know. I used them in my writing to make it real, so that the parts that weren't would become so. And there were visions that I knew were not real. Ideas I had lost, often of Casey. I had written about him for years. I used them as well. The lies had to feel true for them to become true. Had I
Yeah, it's just him in a dark room.
seen things without realizing I was seeing them, thinking they were mine. Was this what inspiration was for me?
Yeah, here's the problem. That was Vision 2, is what the video says. So I missed one. Okay, honey. Switch on the power.
I really need those lights on.
I wasn't listening. What? Oh my god. 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 Where's the fuse box?
Alan, please.
Ah,
Check
okay.
the fuse box. It's in the hallway.
Oh,
Honey, it's
thanks,
a power
honey.
outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
As in
I
New
know
York,
it's
but
stupid,
old York.
but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
That's not.
Okay.
That's not what you should say when
I
someone's
used to have these
confessing their
nightmares when I
fears
was
to
a
you.
kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah.
Scary.
If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar.
Yeah, this seems like a
Thanks for
stable
this.
relationship. Where did he pull that plug from? That switch from? Classic New York.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well.
Bet I
I
killed
don't
Alice.
think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock.
Why does this man
You should
have
take
a
it easy
fish?
for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine.
I don't have the luxury of being complacent, Deputy Grant. The bulbs will need changing soon. You can't change them in the dark.
This
I'll
woman
be sure
knows
to
too
take care
much.
of it, Miss Weaver. Have a nice day now.
Very good. I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case.
Yeah, it's Mulligan here. I'm at Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor.
Wow. Cat!
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
Why are we
I'm
shouting?
not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me, I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight.
Mr. Wade,
Don't
can
do
I help
nothing
you with
stupid,
anything?
pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wade. You can get there through the cell corridor.
turn the lights on? The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it. Hey, you, can you help me? Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep.
You want me to read Banana? Oh, Lord. Okay, fine.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse.
Alan Wake?
Alone at my own
Alan's
wake.
Wake?
Thinking
Because
of
he's
metaphors
dead?
again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge, it had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power. Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
What are these fire pages? Oh, nightmare difficulty mode.
Departure by Alan Wake.
Okay, I didn't read the first chapter.
The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
Alan Wake.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Missing page.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs. At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice. I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman. "The cabin on Cauldron Lake?" she asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice. Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Weird. Okay. Well, I read a book. Oop. Oh. Whoa, don't know my own strength.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
All right. So, is it that there was in real life, there was an accident, a car accident presumably, with my wife, and my wife died, and now I'm writing a book because I want her to be alive again. And so I'm in the book, and I'm figuring out all the details, and that's the game I'm playing. Maybe. There's something about alternate universes where Alice doesn't die.
Marvelous, Sarah. I
I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
Doctors.
What the hell was that about,
How
Al?
friendly. A punch in the face and you're like, no, I need the money,
with
please.
The paparazzi? I thought they were gonna lock you up.
When Geralt does agent things for
I
me.
had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Oh no, it's Rose.
Barry, you found him.
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
A dog, no?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Anyway, so I would pay good money to see Geralt in a Hawaiian shirt and a poofy red jacket. I have a Hawaiian shirt, and I also have a patterned shirt with, like, it's white, but it has tiny little deck chairs on it, and he called that a Hawaiian shirt. So I'm not really sure Geralt knows what a Hawaiian shirt is. But it's far more colourful. It's like this man's shirt. But Geralt wouldn't be caught dead in a Hawaiian shirt. But I would love to see him in one. But mainly, I'm his agent, and I go to the out and peddle him for editing. I mean, I think it's mostly just access, to be fair. I expect that he would recommend me to direct something, except there's nothing he could recommend me for, because directors go to him for stuff. Ah, classic. I love a tar pit. There are some things in America I'd really like to visit. Okay, maybe tar pits isn't the huge priority, but it would be interesting. There's actually... I got a video from... Ooh... It was a TikTok video. I think it's a park in Greece or Turkey. Somewhere Mediterranean, I think. Unless I'm totally wrong. But there's like those footprints that were uncovered on this, like, what used to be something, not a tar pit, but something where the handprints solidified, and it's the paw prints of various dinosaurs, but they go up this huge hill, and it's different dinosaurs. I'd really like to see that. That would be very cool. Oh, speaking of dinosaurs, hello Bilbo. You wanna come join me? No. The answer is no. Alright, let's go.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Yeah, it's a dog.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a trap. They're illegal to use here. Hell, you're not supposed to hunt within the park at all. But that doesn't stop some lowlifes. Well, at least Max is gonna be okay. He got lucky. Max is
What
still
did you
groggy
click?
from the shot I gave him, and I'd rather not leave him alone just yet. The form's on the desk across from the mammoth skeleton.
Do I want to know? Rambling about what?
You can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No! This whole thing is... Listen, you hit your head.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too.
Cool.
If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry.
Oh no, a cutscene. Of course we'd get there.
That's just crazy talk, Al.
In the dark.
Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Morning? A lot of stuff can happen in the night. Mate, I'm with you. Allergies, am I right?
With the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Everybody hates a Taurus. Am I right, girl? Oh. That's it?
I'll wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of him.
Out of Barry.
Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Don't be hitting me with a jump scare.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deer Fest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of
Creepy, 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 creepy.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape.
The heck?
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
And it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took your kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows. Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me?
He's wearing an Alan Wake shirt.
I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
Whoa. Birds are being weird.
visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Oh. Scary.
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone! Please, help! Hello? Back here. I'm back here. Hey.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. Shh. Good boy. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way. Felt
Suddenly afraid to die alone.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
Huh.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
don't feed the animals.
Fishing is only permitted for those visitors who purchase a park fishing license. Obey
the park ranger's instructions.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never.
You approach closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves never approach any other wildlife closer than
25 yards.
Pets must be leashed.
Unattended.
It is
against the law
to remove any or historical artifacts from the park. This includes even or even simple berries.
Whoa. Dramatic. Why did my flag go down?
What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Oof. There's a lot of darkness in this. It's making me eepy. Or maybe this is my reaction to adrenaline and being scared. I like how the light, like the torch, points.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Ooh, a cave. Yeah, this seems like a great idea to walk into at night. Damn breathing. No. Oh, come on.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
I have to get all my stuff. What's down there? Hmm.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
Very anticlimactic content of that page. am I so bad at that? I have barely any ammo left. And now I'm in the dark? Yeah, this is very bad. Why do I have no melee weapons?
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies.
Got it. Did I get it? Someone has a flashlight symbol. What was it?
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with
A battered... Behind this rock? I see no symbol. I get ammo from? I didn't see the sign of a torch anywhere. Is this game gonna punish me for... like for not planning my ammo? Where did I miss the ammo sign? I mean the torch sign. Feels like I'm royally screwed. I don't know what to do. Do I just leg it? Do I drop to my death? That's not it. Out of ammo on the last guy. I have to find more ammo. There's no ammo here. Why can't I melee him? How did I end up back where I was? Hello, Death Hunter. Fantastic. I'll never get past this level. I did run in a circle. Stop hitting me! I'm really bad at evading. And I don't understand what's going on. Again, I guess. Oh, god damn it. Why did I not have my gun equipped? Christ. Let's not talk about it. Damn it. This is frankly stupid. I'm stupid. I don't know what I'm doing. Now there's two of them. I tried to evade and I don't understand. I'm pressing shift and it's not working. Also, I don't know the clue. There's something hidden behind a rock and I can't find the chest. And I don't know where the ammo is. And I've looked behind every rock. I don't think I can do this with 17 ammo. I managed to kill all of them but one. The other time. Stop hitting me. I don't deal damage until the circle is gone. What circle? Oh. This circle. I don't, but the circle's there for so long. I'm a bit confused. So there's that circle. That didn't work at all. And once the circle is gone and they do the shiny thing. Okay. I'm gonna die anyway, so. Go on then. Like this. So that didn't count? got stuck on a rock and I ran out of bullets. Okay. That was a waste. I don't think I can do 3 of these in 4 bullets though. I think I fucked that up again. Well, now I don't have any ammo. So I fucked it up again. Okay. Damn it. Bilbo, I don't get it. Ooh. But why? Once it's gone, they're vulnerable. I don't have to wait. Nope. Okay. God damn you! Why? Why are there so many rocks to get stuck on? I can't run into the light because there's too many enemies. Where'd he go? That's an absolutely not. there's a bug in here, though. Leave me alone, you jackass! I'm so stressed. Yeah, I got to quickly turn around and flash them, except I never know where I'm looking, so I never do it properly. Oh, the circle removal takes longer. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, cool. Trees are pretty cool, not gonna lie. Why is this guy here again?
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't want the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Oh. Why? What'd I do? Keep forgetting to press F5. That's what I keep doing. Fan-fucking-tastic. I still have no ammo. Yeah, that final axe, he wasn't. I was in a light. He hit me with that axe. did we stumble upon some ammo?
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake. What I got for you?
Can we go in yet?
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it! A little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
Exactly.
Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon. This is it, Wake. Last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
I'm really
More
bad at
players here.
this.
Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
The fuck?
Die already! Die! Moving!
Oh fuck.
Last stand. There's more players here. Get ready.
Well, Dingo,
We
it's
fight
because
them
I
as
suck.
long as they keep coming.
I suck
me the
at
goddamn
games that
gun! They're
require any
coming!
sort of
That's not how
coordination.
this goes. Get with the
I will
program,
use all
Wake.
the bullets available, and I cannot ration. I don't know how to dodge. Siege did not give me enough gamer skills, I'll tell you that much. Not a piece of cake, you jackass.
That's right.
Did you get him?
Scream, goddammit! Monster! Stop fighting me! Come on, you
Just kill him already, please. Oh, finally. Nothing to it. Asshole. Son of a bitch.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
So stressed.
What the hell are you talking about?
Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up.
Please tell me we don't have to do that again.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence
the dodging
of light,
is
but something more tangible than that.
for me.
It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Not a bear trap? No.
What the hell?
Rusty had warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
Well, now that I understand how the game works, maybe I won't waste so much ammo, I mean. Thanks, Banana. Yeah, I figured, I just didn't see that one. I figured I shouldn't step in them, but lo and behold, there I was. Am I going the right way? Yelling is too much. I should have played this on easy. For just the story. Where am I where is the exit? Make it through the woods is actually quite a difficult instruction. And stop it. Oh, why am I on a rock? Oh. Oh. Why is this chest not openable? Whew. Yeah, bitch. Can't get me now. Oh, never mind. Well, I cheesed that, that's for sure. I could maybe change the I'll do this mission and maybe I'll figure it out, I don't know.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. but I was finally out of the woods and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
I want to hear a chainsaw. No thanks. No thank you. What's happening up here?
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Pretty cool. That's pretty fun. Oh. Excuse me, what was that noise? No thanks. So where am I meant to go? Why am I so lost? The light over there. No, I'm not excited for the chainsaw. Because he said I had a chainsaw, so I have to fight someone with a chainsaw. I don't want that kind of the bad juju in my life. But if I get a melee weapon, then yes, thank you. What are those? Oh, Christ. That's just darkness? A puddle? Who designed a puddle of darkness? Just to mess with me. Which of the game designers was just having a giggle?
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around.
Yeah. So, Alan writes a hard-hitting novel. And then what happens? He wakes up, and then Alan Wake 2, he has to write another one.
Attacked the visitor center. It made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
This is, yeah, very Stephen King. That it? Uh-huh. I hate it when I bleed darkness, you know what I mean?
Be aware of Widowmakers. aware of Widowmakers.
Sheesh.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
I'm not very good at jumping, that's for sure. Whew. So now I have too much ammo. Sheesh.
Loading is a hazardous occupation.
No. Banana, you made me too OP. I think the only thing stopping me from being a good gamer is my stupidity. Is me not understanding how gaming mechanics work. How the game's mechanics work.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
No TV?
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
So dramatic.
You can avoid my attention and destroy.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Yeah, I didn't expect the Fast and the Furious. I have an itchy hand, wait. Oh, Lord. This is not easy.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing. It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
It's not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
You're losing it? Keze. That is my name, after all.
Al! Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
Those ones don't seem to be functioning well. The birds are weird.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there
Yeah,
in
she
less than an
sounds
hour. See you soon.
sounds not possessed,
Have a
doesn't
great
she?
day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the Oh Dear
Diner.
Good girl.
What is this music? What is this, a naughties film like Fight Club? Oh, of course, because they made it like a TV series with episodes. And that's the end of episode 2. I do quite like that.
Come here. Pretty please. Can you tell me where I am? You. Won't you say something? I need to get my bearings.
Okay. Well, that's my time, ladies and gents. I managed 2 episodes. I mainly just didn't understand how the fighting worked for 1.5 of the episodes, but as soon as I got it, I've improved.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Okay, it's saved. Nice.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice.
Yeah, it's in the right place. Good, good. Well. So maybe like 3 or 4 streams, we'll see. I assume I'll get better, but it might get harder. So, so there's that. But we'll see what I do with that information. Right, I'm off to dinner, but thank you so much to my followers, subscribers, sub-gifters, and bit-givers. Thank you to everyone who popped in and said hello. For the resubs, I really appreciate you all. Next stream, more Alan Wake. I'm going in episode 3. I figure I'll just finish the game, you know? I don't want to wait too long. With my with work and everything, I never know when I'm gonna be too busy. So now I know I'm currently not too busy and I'd want to finish the game. If I really feel like doing a bit of Siege, I'll interrupt the streams for a bit of Siege, but for the foreseeable future, I'll continue with the first Alan Wake, and then we'll probably take a break, do something else, and then do the second one. But yes, and I still haven't tried mods on Harry Potter, well, on Hogwarts Legacy, so I'd quite like to do that. I just haven't had a chance. But yes. Have a lovely evening, everyone. I'm off to have dinner, and I hope to see you guys on Friday. Bye.